Welcome back to Crypto for everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today Bitcoin is going up. I want to talk to you guys about this market. We'll talk a little bit about crypto.com and Crocoin, which I think has a lot of upside, as does the rest of the market on a day like today. One of the most historic things we've ever seen in our lifetime occurred over the weekend. A black swan event, if you will. And maybe we should call it a white swan event because it's actually a good thing. Black swan, typically a bearish thing. Black swan event, maybe it's a white swan event. It's a good thing because the attempt on Donald Trump over the weekend failed. Nobody wants to see that, regardless of what your opinion is of any political leader. That's just not the way of a democracy. And now the market is going up because they are pricing in a Trump victory. The odds of a Trump victory are much greater than they were before. It is very likely that Donald Trump is going to be elected president in 2025 at this point. So the markets, they are pricing them in. We've got a lot to talk about today. We'll talk about the top gainers, top losers, what comes next, the critical levels in this market, as this has been an absolutely wild couple of days. And it's looking really bullish, guys. This is not how I expected to see the next leg up. Not at all. But here we are. It's happening. In the end, it's a good thing because they didn't get him. And he's stronger for it, I guess, as are the markets. Whether you want to vote for Trump or not, it seems like the markets love Donald Trump. That's why they're all going up. Especially Bitcoin. So we've got a lot of stories around that today. And we'll take a look at a couple of these altcoins that we've been talking about that are absolutely exploding right now. So without further ado, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome back. Good to see y'all. Good to be back with another live stream after the weekend. I appreciate it, guys. Shout out to Vodum. Shout out to James. Chicken Taco in the chat. Like that name. Shout out to Waldo. Jason Ramirez with a Caspa price prediction question. Can I give you a Caspa price prediction? Certainly we can talk about Caspa in this video. Chicken Taco wants you guys to thumbs up. And Solid Snakes wants to know about CAW. We'll talk about CAW, and we'll talk about a lot of these things. Chicken Taco wants to know $2 CRO by January inauguration day. Something we can talk more about in this stream. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and jump in, guys. So today, Bitcoin is going up in a very big way. Right now, we've got a $63,000 Bitcoin. It is up 7% over the last, it is up 12% over the last 7 days. In the last 24 hours, it's up 5%. That is a tremendous move for Bitcoin to the upside. This is something that I predicted. We've been looking at the charts here. Let's talk a little bit about exactly what I said on the thing. Give me 1 second. Let's get the tunes down and let's get serious. So I had Welsh up there for a second. Here's your Bitcoin price. And I told you guys this. We were at critical resistance at $60,000. This is what I shared with you guys in my video yesterday. Now today, we have broken above that resistance. That is spectacular. Now, what do we need to happen next? We need Bitcoin to either keep going up and break through this upcoming resistance at 68,600, 800, 70,000, and then eventually at 73,000, or the more likely scenario, in my mind, is that Bitcoin is going to retest this lower band. maybe to 60,000, might even wick back below, and then turn this into support, and then we can head higher. There's a chance that this plays out in several different ways, guys. This could just keep going up and break through. Part of me wants to believe that that's about to be what's going to happen. Part of me wants to believe that Bitcoin, now that we have this news coming out, now that the next president of the United States is likely to be the most bullish, Bitcoin politician we've ever had. Somebody's talking about Bitcoin like crazy, going to speak at the Bitcoin Nashville conference, which me and Black Sea are going to go to, by the way. So if you guys are going to Bitcoin Nashville, check it out. Maybe we could see you there. So I'm leaning that this thing could just break through, but if it doesn't, there's a couple ways it could play out. I mean, we could either hit resistance up here. We could turn this thing around as we're probably maybe hitting resistance right here. There is also, at the end of the month, we've got this CME gap coming up that I wanted to share with you guys. So the CME gap, typically Bitcoin likes to get back into somewhere in this gap. Even if Bitcoin tests down to that $60,000 level, all it needs to do is really bounce here, boom. And then it, goes to that CME gap before the end of the month. It's coming up soon. We're about halfway through the month. So let's see if it hits that CME gap, right? Going to be interesting. But most likely scenario, my friends, I believe, is that we are going to see Bitcoin hold this support at, $60,000. Turn the resistance into support again, move up, break through, break to new all-time highs sooner rather than later. We've got a lot of altcoins soaring today. Stacks, been talking a lot about Stacks, the layer 2 solution for Bitcoin. Breaking resistance there. That's beautiful to see. This is probably going to make its move up to the $2.60 level soon. Possibly even just start chasing some highs. As that happens, you've got some of the coins within the Stacks ecosystem moving up. Welsh broke its downtrend, found support, and is moving up. That's good to see. Crocoin is right now at its low versus Bitcoin. That could turn around soon, as we are probably going to see this price flip in the right direction to the upside sooner rather than later. This chart's not loading. I'll have to get this fixed for you guys here before we go through the stream a little bit more. Let me actually fix that for you guys here. I'll come back to that. You've got the overall market cap. This is the biggest sign of the day. Overall market cap, altcoins breaking out. Again, looks very much like Bitcoin breaking back into this wedge. We're probably going to see the overall crypto market right now pump a good 10%. And we're probably going to see Bitcoin over the next week or so, maybe even over the next couple of days, pump 10% as well. And then we're going to meet some more resistance at that 70K level. We're going to meet some resistance for the total market cap at about 2.5 trillion, likely. I'm waiting for us to take out that previous all-time high for the total market cap at 3 trillion. When we do that, that from current prices for the overall market is a 31% move. So hypothetically, any coin that you're invested in should perform at least 31% gains if we get to that point. And realistically, if you're in a good altcoin, you should honestly, in a move like that, you should be making like 4 or 5x gains on a good altcoin, a low cap altcoin, right? Really, because if we get this new all-time high achieved, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of altcoins break their new all-time highs at that moment, or at least start to move up towards those highs in a very serious way. So that's all very real, my friends. That's all very real. A $10 super chat from Michael Parker. He says, if you recall a few weeks ago, I spoke about continuing to invest when the market was plummeting and the streets were painted red with blood, even my own. Don't be shaken out, friends. Patience is key. Shout out to Michael Parker. Thank you for that super chat, Michael. We were saying the same thing here on this channel, and I know you know that, my friend, because when this fear and greed index is low, and it was in the orange, and it's still in the yellow, which means we're still at a discount. These are the opportunities to buy historically. And you can never predict when something like this is going to happen. Bitcoin jumps as markets see increased odds of election victory for pro-crypto Trump. That's the biggest story of the day. Why is Bitcoin pumping? Well, the answer is kind of Donald Trump. In fact, it's very much Donald Trump, which it seems very casual. It's very bizarre that we're here at a time where that is the case. Well, he is a very pro crypto candidate. The markets see him as bullish, and that's what we have going on. So you can never predict, obviously, when something insane like what happened this weekend occurs. You can never predict when something like that's going to happen. And you could certainly not predict that it would be a failed attempt. And now here it is, a bullish outcome for the crypto markets. It's an unbelievable situation that's working out across the board, really, except for the fact that there was an innocent victim that lost their life. That's not okay. Obviously, that's not okay at all. It's still terrible, everything that happened. The outcome just so happens to be very optimistic for the crypto market. It's very bizarre. It's very, very bizarre. But I do think that the CME gap could be touched. So keep an eye out for that, my friends. Let's look at some of the top gainers and top losers. Michael Parker did a great job buying the dip. Shout out to you. Thanks again for that super chat. I appreciate it. Gonk, I will keep those videos coming for you. Waldo in the chat is saying miners hit double-digit gains today as well, making money, as are we all in this crypto space. It's very beautiful. Let's look at some of the coins that we can still get on discount. So over the last 7 days, you've got 60% upside tokens. You got ICP with a huge move. 40% Stacks is one of the top gainers. Oh, look at that. We do a lot of videos on Stacks. Oh, Jasmine is one of the top gainers. Oh, look at that. We do a lot of videos on Jasmine. Guys, I'm telling you, we're not just picking nothing for we're picking everything for a reason, my friends. You got Brett that's up big right now. Some of the picks that I've been talking about. Caspa, I'm very bullish on Caspa as well. We'll talk about it. Not one of the top gainers over the last 7 days right now. I think people are kind of waiting for this KRC20 thing to play out. But let's look at some of the big losers over the last 7 days and just see if there's anything on discount. Nope, not quite. Not quite. But that's not true. That's not true, because if you do look, Flare is still way down from its highs. You've got Stacks, which is still way down from its recent highs. You've got a lot of these coins that are even top gainers still way down from their highs. Jasmine's still down from its highs. Stacks is down from its highs. And I'm talking about its highs like this year, like earlier, like 3 months ago even. Because as Bitcoin has been in this consolidation phase, your favorite altcoins, or maybe they're not your favorite altcoins, but some of your favorite altcoins were on huge, huge discounts. Stacks is up to $3.80. It came down to $1, essentially, $1.30. What an incredible opportunity that would have been if you had bought there. 360 Odyssey is asking me, Kip, do you ever speed up purchases you were planning during a dip so you can get more Crow cash back? No, not really. Not really. Not really. I don't focus on the cashback thing for the card. It's not really a big deal. It's really pennies. It's cool. It's a nice, I don't want to call it a gimmick. It's kind of gimmicky, but it is good. You get cash back, but I don't orient my purchasing around it. You can get a lot of great credit card rewards too. The cash back on the Visa card for crypto.com is very cool. And it's good. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea, actually. But no, I don't really focus on it. But I do use the card, and I like the card a lot. So, a lot of things are at a discount. XRP is getting a nice move here over the last 7 days. That's great. Shout out to my cousin there. I got a cousin with a lot of XRP. I hope his bags go to the moon. You got Jupiter still below $1, still in a huge discount. A lot of coins are at a great discount right now, guys. I still think it's a fantastic time to buy. If you look at some of the data we've been talking about, here you go. Bitcoin percentage returns, October. Why am I saying October? Well, October is always bullish, pretty much, except for 2 Octobers ever. That's unbelievable. But July was bearish. Guess what? We're in the green. I was talking with Black Sea earlier today, and he said this to me. He's like, what if I told you that July flipped green? It's like, oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. I thought July was going to flip keep bread. Honestly, I didn't see what the only catalyst that I saw coming for a quick explosion like this on Bitcoin was a bigger move to the downside followed by a V-shaped recovery, which is hard to anticipate exactly when it's going to happen, right? So we were kind of looking at that sideways trend and we're saying there was a move coming. Well, by the way, I was right. I told you guys there would be a big move coming for Bitcoin around Monday. Well, it happened. I didn't know that this is how it would play out. Obviously nobody could have guessed that, but we are now green in July, green going into the fall, which is green. It's not a bad place to be, my friends. It's really not a bad place to be. As for, Bitcoin, obviously it's coming up because of this news. I also want to share with you guys that crypto stocks like Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Robinhood are also soaring, mirroring this rally in Bitcoin. I've told you guys this many times that the crypto related stocks are going to do tremendously in a crypto bull market. That's pretty obvious. Some people forget about it, so if you've got a Roth IRA, right, or you got a brokerage account, you can get exposure to crypto in those accounts as well if you want to by buying crypto related stocks like Coinbase, like MicroStrategy, like some of the mining stocks like Robinhood. There you go, Riot Platforms. So these are all things to, keep in mind. Other interesting things going on, don't forget Donald Trump, the guy essentially responsible because he survived this weekend. The guy responsible for this pump in crypto. He is speaking at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. I will be going to this conference. I will not be there Saturday. My partner on the channel, Black Seat, might be there Saturday. Stick around for that speech. I would like to see it, but I'm actually coming home Saturday, celebrating my wife's birthday. But I'll be going Thursday, Friday. He will be speaking at this event. This is the largest Bitcoin conference in the world, allegedly. And he will be speaking at this. The year of a presidential election, like within 2 weeks of this attempt on his life. He's not stopping and he's still going to the crypto conference. This crypto conference is clearly a priority for him. The fact that he is still going. That's bullish in itself for crypto. Very, very interesting. This is likely the future president of the United States, unless something radical happens. And I'm not even going to speculate on what, that might be, whether it's, the Democratic Party replacing Biden, or I don't know what they're going to do. You can't predict any of that stuff. But at this rate, it looks like he is going to be the next president, and he is focused on crypto. He's going to this conference and nothing will sway him away. And now we've got more, this is the big story, right? The world's largest Bitcoin conference coming up. Now it gets even more bullish for crypto. Again, this is all revolving around Donald Trump today, which is wild. Donald Trump's vice president, JD Vance, previously disclosed Bitcoin holdings up to $250,000. So he announced his VP pick at the Republican National Convention today. Should be speaking later, I believe. Probably both of them. I don't think either of them have spoken today. They're holding, this Vance guy is holding up to $250,000 in Bitcoin. So now it's getting even more bullish. Even more bullish. The headlines are reading pro crypto Ohio Senator JD Vance is Donald Trump's vice president pick. It is one story after another that's very, very bullish for crypto. And then, of course, you have Larry Fink that came out today. And he said that Bitcoin is digital gold. Bitcoin is digital gold. Now, for all of you guys that are not aware of this yet, let's look at this. Gold versus Bitcoin, okay? I want to show you guys this, all right? I'm going to do this, actually. There you go. So if Bitcoin, excuse me, let's compare. Get out of that little ad right there. If Bitcoin, my friends, like Larry Fink says, he says that Bitcoin is digital gold. were to flip the market cap of gold, because it's superior to gold, right? Because it's weightless. There's no weight to it, unlike gold, which is very heavy, very difficult to store, expensive to move, expensive to store. Bitcoin is almost free to do all of that. If Bitcoin were to take over the market cap of gold, you're looking at an $826,000 Bitcoin. So if you want to be a millionaire and you want to guarantee it, you basically buy Bitcoin, a Bitcoin. And one day it's probably going to be worth $1 million, because I think that Bitcoin is probably going to flip gold. The language is intensifying from the largest asset manager in the world. I would play this clip for you. The sound's not going to come through on, this platform that I'm using. But there are some very bullish comments from the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, who used to call it, a scam, and now he loves it. And now he says that it's the hedge against fear. It's the hedge against governments devaluing their currencies. It's digital gold, is what he says. This market is so ready for the biggest explosion ever. And the people that are early, they're going to make the most money. I mean, there's a reason that I'm bullish on crypto.com, my friends, because they are one of the early adopters of cryptocurrency. They have the domain name crypto.com. Imagine that. That domain name alone is going to be worth billions of dollars one day. The company is also going to be worth billions of dollars. This market cap for the CRO coin is only at $4 billion. This thing is at its all-time low versus Bitcoin. I think the CRO coin is going to absolutely explode. I think Binance coin is going to explode. I think a lot of exchange tokens are going to explode. I think a lot of altcoins are going to explode. But CRO coin specifically is very, very cheap compared to Bitcoin right now. And I think there's a tremendous amount of upside for this token. And not to mention that we are seeing retail traders get more active. The exchange now is approaching its 2022 peak market share, competing against Coinbase and Kraken, which are the two big US exchanges. I think it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It is inevitable. And this market is showing us just the most bullish news every single day, time and time again. As for the memes on Cronos, talking about those today, Ka and Mary keep flipping back and forth for number one spot on this chain. Ka's up 2% today. Mary's up slightly green today as the rest of the market is pumping. These coins aren't quite getting that move. They're still a little tired from that last move up, but they've been consolidating to the right over time, not falling, just holding their value steady. I think waiting for a real move from Bitcoin, not just a move back up, a little bit of a recovery. Recovery's nice, right? But I think that these meme coins and Cronos specifically are likely waiting for some of these highs to be broken before we get a large move to the upside. Voda is asking, what are my thoughts on CRO by the end of the year, and how do we support Black C's proposal on 5% burns? We supported CDC during all the FUD. It's a wonderful idea, and I believe they owe us for supporting. Well, Voda, a great question indeed. My thoughts of CRO for the end of the year is that CRO could be above 20 cents before the end of the year, but I'm not going to hold my breath for $1 before the end of the year. Why? Because I believe we've got about 400 days left in this bull market. I've laid that out for you guys multiple times. My partner Black C is saying, maybe 800. So we're close. We're within 200 days of each other. My big theory is this. I just go to the absolute bottom of the market to the absolute top, and that's 1,080 days. It's very simple. And then you go from the absolute bottom over here to what would hypothetically be, the top. And then we look at, again, 1,000 days. Where would be 1,000 days? It's going to be somewhere near August, September, or October, potentially, that we're going to see the top. So I think we have a lot more upside, which means CRO coin doesn't have to go to $1 today or tomorrow. It doesn't have to go to $1 by the end of the year. It's got a lot of time to do its thing. And then $2 and $5, can that be on the table? I think it can be. But that's kind of my thought. How do we support the burn proposal? Well, retweet it, guys. Retweet it. Tweet about it yourselves. You start your own day one of proposing this burn proposal. Go do it on your own and retweet others, right? And just keep making noise. Hashtag crypto.com. Do that. Spread the word, and it's a community movement. That's what it needs to become. We got some other ideas, but not going to get into that today. John 316, shout out to you. Blessings to you as well. Thanks for the love, my friend. I hope everybody's doing okay. H bar is pumping, says John 316. Let's see what we got for H bar. Yep, getting a little bit of a bounce off that level. It looks like still could have some potential downside maybe, but this overall market is kind of recovering. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing recover as well. Oh, we see Welsh still getting more moves to the upside. I like to see that. I got quite a bit of Welsh myself because I'm very bullish on Stacks. And as Stacks explodes, well, guess what? So does the ecosystem, just like Ethereum. If Ethereum's pumping, guess what? Pepe coin, it's going to be pumping. And there you go. Look at Pepe coin. It broke out of this wedge to the upside. So now for my target for Pepe, let's measure this thing out. The next natural move for Pepe is going to be to this 401262 level, but I'm not going to be surprised. Guys, if the Ethereum ETF, oh, I didn't even talk about that today. If the Ethereum ETF is approved, okay, ETH is going to take out, $5,000 just like in no time, in my opinion. I mean, I'm really leaning more bullish on this Ethereum ETF. Could it be a sell the news event? It could be. So you have to be aware of that. You have to be cautious of that. But I really believe that this Ethereum ETF is going to be approved soon. You put that in combination with a potential Trump presidency, which seems to be a very bullish thing, according to the markets. We could see a huge explosion for Ethereum, for the altcoins within the Ethereum ecosystem, and then in turn for the rest of the crypto market, guys. I think the overall market cap could really make that move, break through this level, and start heading to the highs quick. We'll probably meet some resistance at 3 trillion, likely. But it's going to be huge, guys, I think. I think it's going to be huge. We got 65 viewers watching right now, by the way. And I think you guys got to do me a favor real quick. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, my friends. Check it out. Okay? I'm just looking through the chat real quick. Bufflink says, you buying any Casper meme coins? I might be. I'm looking at Casper. That's one meme coin I got my eye on. That's just on my own research. So I'm looking at that. That's one. What else we got going on? Armin Clark in the chat. Shout out to you. But yes, smash the like button. If you guys want to take advantage of this volatility, like for example, and here's Jasmine doing exactly what I predicted. Oh man, it's awesome. It's awesome being able to predict this stuff, guys. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Beautiful bounce off this level, heading up to the 049 level. It's obvious, guys. We called it. Did anybody open up a long here? As we talked about on this channel, did anybody do that? I didn't give you financial advice to do it. I just speculated on what might happen next. And by the way, if you open up a long, well, you're very much in the money on this thing today, probably. Again, it's a top performer, up 23%. Man, you could make a ton of money on these coins. If you guys want to trade them for yourself, sign up using our link in the description down below on YouTube, guys. Check it out. Yeah, we are talking about, all the trades that we're looking at. This Jasmine trade was just screaming in my face. Yeah, check out Blowfin. You can get up to $300 if you deposit $2,000 into Blowfin using our link, which is in the description down below. You could get $300 for free, and you could trade around with that. So it's pretty interesting. JDM Yump says it's inevitable. The last few days have proved it. Keep accumulating. Crow fan, patience is key, and never give up. John 316 says, just out walking and touching grass today, brother Kip. It's 30 degrees up here in Canada. Man, that's actually a nice brisk 30 degrees, little walk. I don't mind it, John. I don't mind it. I like the cold. I like the cold. Mikey Canuck says, just hit that like button. Portfolio is flying today. Yes, sir. The portfolios are flying today. It's a beautiful day. ETF according to Bloomberg and Facts Business on the 23rd. So maybe next week it's looking like. I was looking at the 14th potentially. But maybe we got the 23rd. Oh no, I wasn't looking at the 14th. Maybe I was looking at the 16th. I forget what the date I was looking at was, but very interesting. We'll see how she pans out. Again, though, shout out to Michael Parker. I do appreciate that super chat a lot, my friend. We really appreciate the support from all you guys out there. You know, you don't have to super chat, but if you do, just know it goes with extreme appreciation as we do work hard on this channel. Carlito Figueroa asking, you buying more stacks? I'm buying stacks. I'm buying stacks ecosystem coins. I did have to kind of halt on my buying just due to, you know, I had a lot of expenses. I had a bachelor party. I had a bachelorette party with my wife. I had a lot of things going on. I got a new car recently, so I had a couple of those. I got to buy a little bit of this dip, not as much as I would have liked, but I'm not really worried about it because I have a tremendous bag of crypto that I'm very happy with, and I'll continue to dollar cost average in when I have the capability to do so when the market looks right. I like to do it every paycheck. So each paycheck, that's usually when I jump in. I don't usually play the that's my strategy. That's my timing. Once a month, I buy payday. That's it. I keep it simple. I keep the thought out of it because otherwise I start thinking too much personally. That's my strategy. That's just my personal strategy. But you know, to each his own, right? So what else is going on, fam? What else is going on? That's really the breaking news that I have for you guys today. I want to share some of that with you. So got some of that in there. Vodum is asking, where do I think the overall crypto market will be in 10 years? Well, it'll be well past $10 trillion, in my opinion. I think that. I think the overall market cap for crypto could be, you know, I think it could be a $20+ trillion asset, right? I think it could be maybe even, I don't even know. I mean, look, I could see the traditional market getting dwarfed by crypto one day, to be honest with you, because why can't we just move it over to crypto? Why aren't we having all markets trading 24 hours? Why do the markets close each day? It's silly to me, to be honest with you. I think the entire system is antiquated. I mean, the way you want to go pay off a car with a credit union, you got to mail us a check, and there's a transaction fee and a credit card fee. All these fees and all these middlemen, it's kind of out of control, right? I think we got to move to a better system. So I think crypto is going to be massive. I mean, look at how far we've come. Look at why we're pumping today, because presidential candidates like crypto. It's crazy, my friends. It's crazy in the best way possible. Marty in the chat. How you doing, Marty? Good to see you. By the way, let me know, guys, if the music's at a good volume. I want to hear your thoughts. Carlito says, thanks to see the coins up 20 to 30%, and CRO is up 2%. CRO is a late bloomer, my friends. It's a late bloomer, right? It's very stable. It's sturdy, but she takes a while to go up. But when she goes, she goes. I am bullish on CRO coin. Let me fix this for you guys. Hold up. I'm going to fix that. Let me just fix this real quick. Marty's got the right idea, though. He said, shoot, I'm happy I was able to scoop up some CRO at 7 cents. I like where your head's at, Marty, and that's the attitude that makes money, my friends. XCN and Reef chart, thoughts? I could check it out. Harris, thanks for the question. Boom. There you go. Oh, okay, CRO's moving up a little bit today. There you go. There it is. So up to almost back to 10 cents. This is resistance for us, by the way. So let's see what happens here. Can we break through this resistance? I think we will. I think we'll head to 12 cents soon for CRO. I think we're going to get a nice 30% pump sooner rather than later for CRO. We're due. We're due. It's time. We're due. It is time, my friends. So keep an eye there. XCN, you wanted to peek at? That's versus the euro. Why don't we get versus the dollar? I'm not familiar with this coin. but it looked like it found support. Broke through it a little bit. If you could see this coin break through that, I don't even know what this coin is. Then, you know, you could try testing out some of these higher levels, 003. Which would be a nice 100% move to the upside. It's on the brisk. It's on the brink of it. You need crypto overall market cap to keep going up, which means you need Bitcoin to keep going up. And it is. It's doing well. Bitcoin's doing well. You also wanted to look at Reef Onyx coin. I don't even know what Onyx coin is. I've heard of Reef. Whoa. Man, that's not... That chart looks terrible. I don't know. 2021. I mean, coming down from the bear market, Reef. I mean, look, it's a legitimate project. It's just clearly the price action's been a little... This chart looks sloppy. Tough. Not as clear cut on this one. This one's got a while to go. It's still cooking. This one's still cooking. Bitcoin's headed up. Glad you like the tunes, John. Jan Chick says, Ando, guys. Ando. Is Ando headed up again today? That'd be great. Bitcoin is on the move. That is beautiful to see. I do think we could meet some resistance here. This is maybe an opportunity, dangerous to say, for a short, looking for a bounce off support. If we break through, you know, I think if we're moving past like 64 or 65, then it's probably going to take a chance at 69. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Bitcoin right now. Marty says, Trump pump. That's right. This is the Trump pump, dude. You are exactly correct, my friend. You are exactly correct. So we're looking bullish, guys. Things are looking pretty good. John316 says he's glad he got a bag of Jasmine. Glad you did too, my friend. That is ripping right now, as is Bitcoin. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, pretty good, guys. Votum's got to go back to work. Blessings, my friend. I love it. Thanks for tuning in, Votum. Appreciate you. Later, brother. I'm going to head out as well, guys. Been live for 38 minutes. Appreciate you. Before I jet, though, go ahead and check out the comment pinned on the stream. You can sign up for Blowfin. Guys, I called this Jasmine pump. You could have traded this pump. You could have opened up a long here. We talked about this. Now, again, I'm not giving you the advice. I'm not telling you you should open up a long here, that. But we're speculating. There's so much trading capabilities in this market. If you want free money when you deposit some money and start trading on a new exchange, this is no KYC exchange. It's super easy to use. You should check it out. It's in the pinned link. I told you guys earlier, it's in the description. Check it out. While those asking, do you like to diversify heavy or place nice slices in a few positions? I'm a heavy bag guy. I like heavy bags. Personally, to each his own. Appreciate you, John. Thanks, Carlito, Votum. Blessings to all you. Check out that pinned comment. Always, guys, DCA, HODL, because eventually we're going to break new all highs on this total market cap, guys. We're gonna break new all-time highs. We're gonna make a ton of money. I think we're gonna make a ton of money. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. That's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tap the like on your way out. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace, y'all.